Hello everyone, welcome to today's Sky Racing News, and we're going to start with Saturday's Caulfield Cup. The final field is out. The barrier draws will be done tomorrow morning Melbourne time at 11 o'clock. A few horses dropped out this morning, particularly Toss and Basil. It's not there, but the final 18 determined. Young Star's the favourite. Kieran McAvoy rode it this morning in track work at Caulfield and was very excited heading towards Saturday. Kingswell Dream, slightly forgotten since the Turnbull. Ace High, Night's Watch backing up after running Wait for Age on the weekend. Best Solution, Sayed bin Saror has stuck around for Godolphin since winning last Saturday. He feels this horse, Best Solution, is a bit better than All Too Good, who won the Caulfield Cup a few years ago at big odds. And Zach Purton comes back to ride Red Verdon, currently a $21 chance. With a number of horses dropping out this morning, the Japanese have now got two runners in the race, the more favoured Chestnut Coat and also Soul Impact, to be ridden by an apprentice. In total, there are 6 internationals in the Caulfield Cup. As I say, the barriers at 11 o'clock tomorrow morning Melbourne time. One of those high up in the market is Ace High. We saw it win in Sydney at its last run in really strong fashion. It got fairly beaten this morning by Mighty Boss in a gallop, but it didn't have the blinkers on. I know David Payne is excited to get the horse with the gear and the big 2,400 metres on Saturday.
Always strong, all these cups, but look, he's well, and he gets, if you look at his form, as soon as you step him up to 2,000, 1,800, he only got beat once. He got beaten by Lavendi, so we're hoping that it carries on.
I say, this morning, didn't have the gear on. Damien Oliver got off and said, geez, a lazy horse, Dave. Wait for those blinkers to be on Saturday in the Caulfield Cup. Obviously, a lot of controversy around the withdrawal of Yucatan last night by Aidan O'Brien and Lloyd Williams. They have taken the horse out of the Caulfield Cup, and this win, they just felt, being the last race on Saturday, once the stable inspected the horse at Werribee last night, they felt that he was just showing the signs of running on a firm track. He won't run again at this stage until the Melbourne Cup. James McDonald has been booked over the last couple of hours to take that ride. Lloyd Williams and his family have still got the Cliffs of Moher, the Taj Mahal and Homesman all lining up. And at this stage in the Melbourne Cup, Yucatan is an $8 favourite for J-Mac in that big race the first Tuesday in November. Now to Sydney racing on Saturday. At the moment, the Randwick tracks are heavy 9. The temperatures are going to warm up during the week. The feature races, the Brian Crowley for Mine, a clash of some promising 3-year-olds. Diplomatico is one of those, trained by Hawkes Racing, and gee, it was a really impressive win there on the Kensington track a couple of Mondays ago. Trainer Michael Hawkes and the Hawkes team have always felt this horse has above average ability. They are going to keep Diplomatico to sprints this preparation, but they do feel that he will get over a bit of ground in the future. Brenton Avcadella could have easily gone to Melbourne, but he stays to take the ride on Saturday. That's Diplomatico. The other feature race is the Nivison there on Saturday at Randwick, and Eckstein is going to line up in the race for Kurt Goldman. A very much surprise nomination and a certainty to run. Here he is, or she is, winning at Flemington the other day. Really strong finish out wide at 1,400. Kurt Goldman feels the horse didn't need another 1,400 before they get to the mire, so they're going to go back to the 1,200 metres on Saturday. The horse is super fit. The quirkiness has gone from the horse, and he just feels that's the right way to go. Back to 1,200 and then back to a mile to run in the Group 1 mire for Eckstein. The Everest, what a race a day it was. We had the rain through the day, but just some general notes of the way horses have come through. Vega Magic is pulling up with soreness. It just didn't appreciate it at all. Red Zell, the winner. They're still weighing up which way to go. Will it be the Manicato, or will they wait for the Daly Classic at Flemington? We'll wait and see. Certainly from a Hong Kong point of view, Trapeze Artist and Santa Ana Lane, they're hoping the quarantine issues can be solved and that Australian horses can go there for the December meeting. And outside away from that race, Parata, who won, of course, the Sydney Stakes, the plan is to pay the late entry by November 5, and they'll run in the VRC Daly Valley Classic at Flemington there on Melbourne Cup Week. That's the latest around Parrata. All our social media have got interviews. They've got all the racing news. Winks galloped at Moonee Valley this morning, and Kieran McAvoy went to Werribee to ride the UK horse Withhold that's going towards the Geelong Cup. All that on our social media. For the meantime, though, that's the latest Sky Racing news.